What did you know about New Zealand before you came here?
I did not know anything about New Zealand before coming here, other than it would be just like all the other Western countries.
I wasn't too much excited about that. I didn't know what to expect, so yeah, just kind of had to take it in.
For me, it was new opportunities, getting to know more people outside your comfort zone, and just basically getting into a new area where you're not used to.
I felt excited because when I came here, I thought, I had these images in my head of what the place was going to be like, what sort of things were going to happen. I had this because I came from a poor background in my own country, so I thought, these big buildings, this sort of things excited me, and I thought flash cars. I saw these flash cars everywhere. So yeah, I had high expectations of the country, and it didn't disappoint to some degrees. In some degrees, it was a bit more realistic here. So, yeah.
What are some of the good, the bad that you have experienced in New Zealand?
Some of the good things I've experienced in New Zealand is a lot of people are very friendly. A lot of them, the majority of people are very friendly. They're very open. They go out of their way to help you. A lot of the people displaced this institution, but there has been, as someone from another country, you will always experience racism. You will always come across, some incidents where people are racist towards you and they judge you on your race, they judge you on your, background. That has happened as well. That has happened, but not to that great extent. And also, yeah, that's pretty much it.
The good New Zealand people are mostly, not, I wouldn't say mostly, but a lot of New Zealand people are very good, friendly people, very welcoming, passionate about their sports, especially All Blacks, But the bad thing would be is everything's expensive in New Zealand compared to other countries. It's a little country, but if you compare it to all the other countries, everything is expensive here. And the ugly would be many occasions actually. Sometimes when we go in a mosque or something and we're dressed in our own traditional clothes, and you see these guys going in the car passing, and they beep and pull a finger and stuff. We mind our own business. Sometimes when we're too angry, we pull a finger back. And
The good that I experienced there was people are actually welcoming and take the time to actually help you if you ask for help. And the bad is that although they are friendly, they're not approaching. Like, if you seem lost or if you seem confused, they won't approach you personally. You have to go, and you have to go seek for your own help, And the ugly would be just few minor things around the campus and just around New Zealand where people think less of you because you're from a different country, or that you might not understand them, which is understandable, but to some extent it can be quite rude. And
What has been the main problems adapting to Kiwi culture?
Initially, it was the language. It was a big factor. Language was a big factor because you just didn't know how to communicate. When you don't know how to communicate with someone, it's very hard to, be involved in their culture and become friends with people.
for me personally, it's been the food, because back in our countries we have food which is called halal, which is different.
And what does halal mean?
Halal means basically the meat that is allowed by the Muslims to eat and is actually slaughtered by the animal is slaughtered by a Muslim person. And here it's not how it's done, so it's kind of hard to find a halal meat.
It's been quite hard, especially when it comes to food, because we don't really eat the same type of food.
Tell me about your first experience of culture shock.
For me, for culture shock, just coming in, getting to know peoples and language, it was just like kind of confusing, you know.
When you're speaking in your own language, some people would say speak in English, even though you might not understand where they're coming from, because you're only just trying to explain in your own language because it's suitable for you and it's easier that way.
Got introduced to this partying culture, you know, this drinking culture. I was not used to this because in our culture it wasn't to that extent that they have it over here, you know. These people, the party lifestyle that they have, that they're drinking every weekend and drinking excessively, it was a big shock for me.